Hello, this is my first update for the Pan Those Eyeshadows slash that palette. I should redo that. Hello, this is an update to my Pan that slash those palette slash eyeshadows. And Kira's gracing us today with her toy. Kira, hello. We're in a different location now, just because it's nighttime. This is the 2nd of December. And my last update was my intro, my first start of this was about a month and a half ago. And things are going pretty well with it. I did hit pan in one shadow, and that was not in my palette, but in my roulette style. Girl, you're ripping that thing apart. But I did hit pan in one thing, and it was today. I'm very happy about it. Kira! She's a destroyer. We call her our destroyer. Oh my. Kira, don't. Get back up here. I'm not playing with you. She just sighed at me. She does that all the time. Let's see if I can get it in a good spot. I don't know. So let's begin maybe with talking about my Pan That palette side of this project. And that is brown sugar that I am working on. Ooh. I feel like in so many Pan That palette videos or Pan Those eyeshadow videos, it's so much of them being like, can you see the dips? And that's like me right now. But the breakdown basically is, so I started using this to set my concealer that I put on my eyelids. I use concealers, and there's a big dip in that, and there wasn't one before. So there is a huge dip in Chai. It's called Chai. And the shade that I had used a ton before, Ginger, I really think I'm going to hit pan on soon, and I'm really optimistic about like eventually finishing that shade, but that's kind of like the only shade that I'm optimistic about one day finishing. This darker shade, Henna, I found out, I put that in my eyebrows today, and I love it in my eyebrows because it's not black like I said, but it's like a dark browny gray, I would say. This works so well with like the reds that I have there and the pinks. This was beautiful, the amber. And I think a disappointment is that I actually don't like Auburn. I don't like Auburn. And I had no thoughts really about it before. And now I do. And I don't like it. Throughout this month and a half, I've used all of these shades more than 3 times at least. Ginger and Chai nearly every day. Chai to set my eyeshadow and ginger to put in my inner corner or on my brow bone. And then I've been using these in conjunction with other eyeshadows. I kind of want to note some shadows that I've been loving pairing with just this palette. It's called IRL, and I love it. It kind of jazzes it up. It jazzes up the brown and it jazzes up the brown sugar palette, I think. Like, I get bored with just the browns, so I like to use this, like, it's more of a topper, and you can't really tell. You'll have to look it up, but it's a greeny yellow type of glittery topper, and I love it so much. That's the Pan That palette side of things. Kara, come up here so I can show you off. Come on. No. She wants me to stop sitting here. She wants me to be in bed already. So, tea break. Okay. Let me show you first the lack of progress in my Pan Those eyeshadows. So this shade, called Meteorite, I believe. Yeah, Meteorite. It's a beautiful shade. I do love it. I just did not use it that much. And same with the pink shade. Did not use it. Like, wait, maybe I looked up the shade color. I don't know. I'll pop it up if I come up with the name, but it is from the Chasing Rainbows palette with ColourPop. But the only shade I got any progress in is the Thank You Next, which you can kind of see a dip. I'm concentrating so much of my energy like in this corner. Thank You Next is beautiful. Today I used Meteorite all around my eye. And then the rest of this I will show you in the Morphe palette what I used. I am loving the pinks, and it's a bold statement for sure, like showing up to work for pink eyeshadow and purple eyeshadows, but yeah, I work with kids, so it's usually very fun. So yeah, I did not hit any pan in these, and I don't anticipate that I will anytime soon, except maybe for Thank You Next, but these two will be with me for a long time. A long time. A long time, Kira. Kira, come up here. Come up here. A long time. A long time. Oh, a long time. She knows when I'm upset too, so sometimes she gets more clingy. Kira, you being licky. You being licky. She's the best. I love her so much. Oh, Kira slobbered on the Morphe palette. The Morphe, such a gem palette, 39S apparently, the sticker told me. This is Morphe. I'm just gonna spoil it now. I got the pan in this one. Woo! Oh my gosh. So this one, and this one are in my project. This one I used only once. And that was really to compare it to Thank You Next on my eye. This one and Thank You Next looked very, very similar. And let me look up the names. So that one's called You Fancy, this one's called Ritzy Rose, and this one's called Total Goals. I will try to remember that. But You Fancy looked a lot like Thank You Next from ColourPop. From the intro to this update, it's been a month and a half. This one, for the first half, I had no clue what to do with it, and I didn't find a purpose for it until these past 3 weeks. And I actually love it for packing onto my eyelid because it's kind of satiny. I pack it onto my eyelid, and I did that today. Yep, I did that today. Packed it onto my eyelid and like on my lower eyelid as well. And I'm tunneling through it. I will also probably hit pan on that very soon. The Ritzy Rose, I will hit pan on that by the next update for sure, I feel like. Especially if I keep using it. Ritzy Rose is almost there. Then Total Goals is what I actually hit pan on. I hit pan on it actually like a week ago, and I felt bad because these shadows down here are very movable. So I would go in the center and then the shadows would start to move, and then it kept moving and moving and moving because like once a divot forms, your finger kind of like falls into that. Half the times I would use this, and I use this like probably 20 times. I use this a ton because I was like, oh, I'm really hopeful. I love it as a topper and an inner corner as well. It's topped right now on my eye along with this shade. Half the time I would use it, I'd go in the center of it, and then the next time I would use it, I would go around on the top because I felt bad like that it was just being pushed. So I swear, guys, I didn't even just try to drill in. I hit pan last week and I felt bad, so I started to just use the top, and it was smushing the pan away. And then I'm really only showing you because it's the first time that the pan isn't just smushing away when I go and use the top part of the shadow. I don't know, I'm enjoying this a lot actually. So that is the Such a Gem. I hit one pan, guys. I hit one pan. Another shadow that I'd like to do a honorable mention to because as like something that I'm exploring and finding that I think works well with the current shadows I have to work with, and that is the ColourPop Party of Five Super Shock. I'm actually hoping to hit pan on this one. It is very glittery and very topper glitter. Okay, and we're back after a tea break and cuddling my dog break. She's ready for me to stop talking to the room or whatever. I think the next order of business is really just generating a number for my new project. So I will start with just the Google random number generator. When I hold it up, everything turns yellow. Anyways, so I have 211 eyeshadows, and I will generate a new number. The 10 was already there. Google had it 1 through 10, and the 10 was already there. So it's not 10, okay? I'm not lying. Let's generate the new number. Woot, woot, woot. 77. Ooh, let me get it. Let me get it. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Okay. Guys, 77 is... Can you guess what it is? Like, which palette it's from? 77 is Strike a Pose. It is this shadow. Woo! It is that baby right there. So, let's see what it looks like. I actually have not used it because I can still see like the slight embossing. So, that is Strike a Pose right there. You know what's funny is that it's actually pretty similar to Party of Five, just like less glittery. It is so similar to Party of Five, actually. Just less, it's more, I don't know how to describe the difference. Just more purpley based instead of pinky. And wow, okay. Oh, Lord. It's fine. It's just, I'm not going to be able to escape purples anytime soon, huh? I have to get through now that one and that one and that one. It's fine. Woohoo! I got my new shadow. I will take a picture of all my current shades swatched together. I'm sure my camera will have better color um, recognizability. Will be better with recognizing like the color differences and stuff. That's pretty much it. That is my update. Maybe we'll be in a new location with not purple eyeshadows next time. Again, I'll try to update you when I can, like when I feel like it. Today was a rough day for me, so I felt like talking to someone that wasn't really someone to me. It's just a video. But it's been nice sitting with you and playing with my makeup and um, being able to feel productive at the end of it. It's been very, very nice. Anyways, nice talking to you. I love you, miss you.